It was one of those blistering summer mornings when even the dust seemed to sweat. I'd been out mending the north fence of the ranch, minding my own business, when I noticed a glittering line running along the end of my driveway. At first, I thought it was just sunlight reflecting off gravel. But when I got closer, my boot stopped an inch short of a line of metal spikes hammered neatly into the dirt. "Karen," I muttered. Sure enough, there she was, standing beside her brand new Lamborghini, because of course she had one, wearing a wide-brimmed hat and holding a clipboard. "Morning," she said with that too-sweet tone that always meant trouble. "HOA safety measure. We're preventing unauthorized heavy vehicles from using this road. Too much ranch traffic lowers our property values." I squinted at her. "You put spikes across my driveway?" She waved a manicured hand. "Community easement. Besides, only residents and approved guests can pass." I couldn't help but laugh. "Karen, this isn't your gated community. This is my land. That road belongs to me." She crossed her arms smugly. "Not for long. We're voting to make it part of HOA jurisdiction next month." Now, I'd dealt with Karen's nonsense for years, fake fines, threats, yard inspections. But this was a safety hazard. Those spikes could shred tires or worse, kill someone on a motorcycle. I took photos, documented everything, and called the sheriff. They said they'd send someone by after lunch. I figured I'd wait. What I didn't know was that fate had already scheduled something far bigger that morning. At 11:27 a.m., a black SUV appeared on the horizon. Then another. Then three more, gliding down the road like shadows on wheels. It wasn't until I saw the state flag decals and the motorcycle escort that I realized what was happening. The governor's motorcade. Turns out, the governor was touring local rural projects, one of which included my ranch's renewable irrigation system. His staff had scheduled a stop, and I'd completely forgotten to update Karen or anyone else about it. The first SUV hit the spikes before anyone could react. Tires exploded with a sharp bang-bang, and the convoy screeched to a halt. Secret Service agents leapt out, shouting commands, forming a perimeter. Karen, suddenly pale, stepped forward waving her clipboard. "Excuse me, you can't park here. This is HOA. "Ma'am, step back," barked one of the agents, hand on his earpiece. The governor's car door opened. Out stepped Governor Wallace himself, dust on his shoes, adjusting his jacket as he took in the chaos. "What the hell happened here?" he asked. I raised my hand. "Governor, sir, those spikes belong to her. HOA safety project." Karen stammered. I didn't know you were. It was for local control." One of the security officers knelt to examine the spikes. "Sir, these are professionally installed. Illegal use of traffic deterrents on private property." The governor turned to Karen, expression colder than January wind. "You realize you've just disabled a state convoy? Do you have any idea what kind of offense that is?" Karen's jaw opened and closed like a fish on land. I thought it was just..." He cut her off. "You thought wrong." Within minutes, deputies arrived, 2 cars, lights flashing. They took statements, removed the spikes, and questioned Karen while she babbled about community beautification initiatives. Her clipboard didn't save her. Her title didn't save her. The law didn't care that she chaired the HOA. By sunset, the county had cited her for illegal obstruction of a public easement, reckless endangerment, interference with an official motorcade, and the cherry on top, the governor's office issued a formal complaint against the HOA itself. The entire board was placed under review. That night, the whole town was buzzing. News crews even showed up at the end of the road. Karen's photo, standing beside her Lambo, hair blowing, surrounded by deputies, made the evening news. The headline read, "HOA president installs spikes. Governor's convoy blown off course." She went into hiding for a week. The HOA held an emergency meeting and voted her out faster than a lightning strike. When I saw her again, she was driving a beat-up minivan, keeping her eyes on the road, steering far clear of my ranch entrance. As for me, the governor personally sent a letter thanking me for my cooperation, and swift reporting. I framed it next to the gate, right where the spikes used to be. Every time I pass that spot, I can't help but chuckle, because no matter how many rules Karen tried to make, she always forgot the one rule that mattered most. Don't mess with a rancher, and never, ever block a governor's road.